Welcome to the next video in our guide to learning how to sell online with WooCommerce. My name is Cal Evans. I'm a WordPress and PHP expert. And in this video, you will learn the steps for installing WordPress and WooCommerce in order to start building your online store. Before we start, let me briefly remind you that if you haven't done so already, you can download our free PDF guide with explanations on the full process to set up your online store and guidance on how to successfully start making online sales. You can download this at the link shared in the description of this video below. So, let's begin. The first step to creating your online store with WooCommerce is to install WordPress. Whichever hosting service you choose, follow their instructions for setting up a WordPress website. Many of the better hosts offer you the ability to set up WordPress and WooCommerce at the same time, as SiteGround does, making the process much easier for you. You can do this by entering the Websites section of your SiteGround account and clicking on the New Website button. Next, select if this is a new domain that you want SiteGround to register for you, you want to use an existing domain, or you want to set up a temporary domain. For this example, I will set up a temporary domain. Next, select whether you're setting up a new website or migrating an existing WordPress site. We'll be setting up a new WooCommerce and WordPress site. And now we wait. It usually takes about 2 minutes for the site to be up and ready for us to use. When it's done, I usually start by going to my new site's Site Tools. If you have the option to install WordPress and WooCommerce together, by all means take it. If not, then get WordPress set up and running with your domain name and the standard theme that comes with this year's model. Next, install an SSL certificate for your website from the very beginning. Let's see how to do that in SiteGround. To create an SSL certificate using SiteGround's web tools, select Security, then select SSL Manager. The domain name should be correct. From the drop-down, select Let's Encrypt to get the free SSL certificate. Then press the button labeled Get. It should take a minute or so to create and install the certificate. Once the process is complete, make sure you click on HTTPS Enforce on the right. This will force WordPress to use HTTPS URLs instead of just HTTP. This is the first step to secure your site, but there are more things you must do. For that, check out our video, How to Secure Your WordPress Site, that you'll find on the screen as well as in the description of this video. Now, let's finish installing WordPress and WooCommerce by running the Setup Wizard. To do this, we log into our site's admin panel. If this doesn't come up immediately, click on the Start Now button in the WordPress starter box. Select your theme. Now, I chose Storefront as it's a great starter theme. If you have a theme already purchased, for now, select 2021 and you can add your theme in later. Storefront is a WooCommerce enabled theme, and I'm adding in the sample data to make it easier to test with. If you're setting up a production site, do not click Confirm, click Close. WordPress recommends several plugins for us to use, and I'm only going to install the Contact Us form. You can always go back later and add plugins that you may need manually. Once you have the base plugin installed, you'll need to walk through its setup wizard. This collects most of the important information from you and gets the basics for your WooCommerce setup and running, such as your country, your address, the type of products you're going to sell, that kind of thing. When you install WooCommerce or install WooCommerce as part of your site setup with your hosting partner, it creates several pages on your site as part of the setup process. If you go into WooCommerce Settings and Advanced, you can see a list of the pages that WooCommerce needs. Any page that does not have a name and page ID number has not been set up. For the pages that are already set up, you can view them from your Pages menu. You can customize them if you like, but in the beginning, I recommend you just leave the default layout. For any page that is not automatically set up, you need to do this manually and then associate it with the WooCommerce page in WooCommerce Settings Advanced. Next, you need to start thinking about what payment processors you want to use. This is one plugin where you're absolutely going to install one of the payment processors plugins. The most common free ones are WooCommerce Payments, Stripe, PayPal, and Amazon Payments. If you allow it to, the wizard will install the basic WooCommerce Payments plugin, and setting up this routes all the payments through WooCommerce Payments Processor. If you prefer to use Stripe, PayPal, or Amazon Payments instead, there are also good options. Additionally, there are paid plugins for many other payment processors that you can install and configure. We talk about this step in more detail in our video about payment methods and other processing in WooCommerce. Now that we have WordPress and WooCommerce set up, it's time to pick a theme. Selecting a theme is like selecting a life partner. There are a lot of them out there that meet your criteria, but there are probably only a few of them that meet your criteria and that you like. So take the time to get this step right. Take the time to get it right, and you'll only have to do it once. If you rush it or cut corners, you'll end up paying for it again and again. Once you have the basic plugins installed and have selected, installed, and configured your theme, you're over the hump. This part takes a while, but the payoff of spending proper time and money is worth it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click on the subscribe button on your screen to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon also so that YouTube will notify you every time we release a new video. Finally, follow us on social media to stay up to date about all the news, trending content, and resources for successful website management that we share. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.